Yo guys, it's Britt coming to you live, and I'm so excited to talk about this topic. I actually just got really inspired by my own self watching a video that I did a year ago on clearing neediness, and I said something so good in that video. I said men are desserts, and you know, your true soul work, your true soul purpose, that is the main event of your life, okay? And this is actually something my dad has always said to me as well, is that men are desserts. You know, you should have your own life that you're excited about. And hi Dad, my dad actually just popped on here right now. So this is such a powerful truth in manifesting your soulmate, is recognizing that your own life, your own happiness, that is the main event of your life. Okay, and it's women who don't have that solidly in place that manifest heartbreak, neediness, jealousy, craziness, and I know all about that. I used to have those feelings as well. So I really want to get into this here, but say hi to me, you guys. Let me know where you're tuning in from. If you're watching on the replay, comment #replay and say hi to me, you guys. And I'm just gonna pop in the link to my latest program, the Soulmate Frequency, you guys, in the comment, so you can check out all the details on that and get your booty in there, because we start Monday. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the Soulmate Frequency. Okay, I'm gonna put that in the comments. So, men are desserts, and they are desserts that should be enjoyed and loved and appreciated like any wonderful dessert should. But they're not the whole thing, you know, they're not your whole life. And when you make your emotional state, I'm just putting the link in the comment there. When you make your emotional state totally dependent on a man, okay? You make your happiness totally dependent on what a man is doing or not doing, whether he's texting you back or not. When you make your whole life revolve around this man, and as women, we've all done this at some point, you know, and it's, in a sense, it is a normal feminine quality to get totally caught up in a guy, but it's not healthy, and it will eventually push him away, okay? And, you know, your crazy behavior, your jealous behavior, you're checking his phone, you're, you know, just checking his Facebook, seeing who's liking his pics, like whenever you're doing these kind of obsessive things, you are pushing away the relationship that you want, because all of these actions where you're being overly needy, you're being overly fearful and scared, like all of these thought forms where you're thinking, you know, what is he doing? Does he really like me? Like, oh my God. And whenever you're coming out of your own center, and let me know if you relate to this, ladies, anytime that you're coming out of your own center, you know, so you're feeling unhappy, and it's to do with a guy, this is when you're coming out of your power, and this is when you're actually pushing him away, okay? Hey Ian, and say hi to me, you guys. So this is something that us women so commonly do. Hi Winnie, what's up, beautiful? This is something that we so commonly do as women, and actually I've seen this like when I first was studying astrology back like 7 years ago. Women tend to manifest men who are the embodiment of their Sun and Mars signs in the astrology chart, right? So your Sun sign, your birthday, and your Mars sign. So sometimes us as women, we totally disidentify with our own masculine traits, okay? And we find a guy who embodies them. And then we get obsessed with him. And then we don't take any action in our lives to be who we really are, like our true self, like our masculine and feminine selves, and we just live through a guy. Like, have you ever met a guy, ladies, who is just doing so many cool things, and is just like, you know, the hottest, best guy ever, and all of a sudden you find yourself putting your life a little bit on hold so that you can be with him, or so that you can get him to like you back, right? Like, have you ever done this, ladies, where you want to maybe do something, you know, a certain night, but you want to hang out with a guy, so you kind of put your life on hold, you put your plans on hold, and wait for him to maybe talk to you, right? It's this kind of behavior that actually pushes away the men that you want, okay? And it's coming into your center and coming into your power and living your joy of living and living your soul purpose that magnetizes men to you. And us women really need to get this. Hey, Andrea. Winnie says, you're so in time. I'm now going through that feeling clingy and needy. Like I need to spend all day every day with a guy, recentering myself now. Okay, so no shame, Winnie. Like this is so normal. And I'm so glad you're in the soulmate frequency too, by the way, because this is going to help you get so solid in these like centered vibes. But like this is something that's so normal for us as women to do. And it's almost something that even society like deems as normal, you know, like, it's normal. Like, and this is what actually pisses me off about the fucking world right now, you guys. And actually, I've been attacked by crazy bitches lately. I'm just gonna be straight up honest. I have been fucking attacked by crazy bitches lately that are jealous and in relationships or not in relationships, but that are just jealous of me. And here's the thing, us women, it's almost like we're expected to be crazy and jealous. And like when we act in crazy ways, like when we go through our man's phone, when we're jealous of other girls that he talks to, it's almost like society and other people think that's normal, or they think that that's like his fault. Like, you know, he shouldn't be talking to other girls, or, you know, he shouldn't be texting with other girls or whatever. But really, it's their fault for being fucking crazy. Like, no, like women should learn how to come into their center and be able to like have a rational talk with their man about what he's doing or not doing. And here's the thing, when you're truly fulfilled in your own life, you're not going to be obsessively stalking your man or stalking your potential man and trying to figure out who he's talking to or not talking to when you're actually happy in your own life, okay? Because here's the thing, when you're actually happy in your own life and you actually have self-worth and joy, you let other people be, because you know that it's always this or something better. So it's always going to be this guy, or you're just going to manifest an equally good guy if he's going to go stray, right? And you know that deeply, like you know your worth, you know what you deserve. So like you don't need to do this like crazy bullshit. And I wish more women knew that, because here's the thing. If you're doing the jealous stuff, and this is why I actually have a whole course on Heal Your Jealousy, because I feel like it's just so key for women. If you're doing the jealous stuff, if you're checking his phone, if you're checking his Facebook, who's liking his pic and whatever and such, you are actually pushing away your dream relationship. And what will probably end up happening is that those things that you most fear, like him leaving you for another girl or him talking to other girls, will end up happening. Because here's the thing, you guys, we don't manifest what we want to happen. We manifest what our emotional energy is outputting. So if you're putting out fear, if you're putting out insecurity, if you're putting out these vibes of like, actually like sometimes it can be even like terror, like we're like, oh my God, like who is he talking to? Like, and you're feeling so jealous. If you're putting out those vibes, the relationship cannot end well for you. And you're probably gonna manifest the thing that you most fear. Sorry, I got a call. I've done it before. Many women have done it before. And I just wish I could hold your hand through this and be like, girl, this is not the time to attack him or be mad at him or go through his phone or attack these other girls that maybe he is talking to and call them names and whatever. This is not the time for that. This is the time for coming into your center and coming into your soul power. Okay? I also gotta stop trying to fix people. Yes, so that's another manifestation of like the negative feminine energy, Winnie, is like coming out of your center to try to fix people. And it's also kind of a version of escapism, of like escaping, trying to fix whatever's going on within you. Thanks, Andrea. Okay, mama, Charity says. So I'm gonna have some tea with you guys tonight. I love peppermint tea. So here's the thing, you guys. I never could have manifested like this relationship that I'm in with this "does this ring make me look engaged" mug that I've got here. Okay, I never could have manifested this relationship that I'm in if I would have been in these crazy states of, you know, making the man everything in my life, right? And this is something that you do when you're not really excited about your own life, okay? And, whoops, I'm smoking a joint, jealous, LMAO. No, actually, I don't really like weed. I used to smoke weed back when I was a teenager. I haven't enjoyed it since, I don't know if I ever enjoyed it. The only thing that I would miss maybe sometimes is I used to really enjoy my espresso martinis that I haven't obviously had for 7 months. I'm 7 months pregnant. But go ahead and enjoy your life on Friday, you guys. Justin, so true and real, you rule. Oh, thank you. And you do too. I love your posts. So connected with like God and soul with your posts, I really feel. Yeah, what was I saying there? So here's the thing. I never could have manifested this relationship that I'm in now if I was doing the needy, crazy, clinging stuff. Okay? And this is what I really want women to know is if you can't consistently stay in joy and you can't consistently stay excited about your own life, and you're constantly attacking your man or you're constantly like worried about what he's doing or not doing, you're not going to end up manifesting what you want. You're going to end up losing. And you're not going to be the winner. You're not going to win the situation. Not that it's a competition, but you know, I do have Aries in my chart. So sometimes I see things in terms of winning and losing. And like right now, I feel like I'm winning in every way because I've got everything I want. Like I manifested it with these principles that I teach you guys, right? And the way that I got everything that I want was by coming into my power. And I started to get so excited about my own life, you guys, that I literally couldn't give two fucks what any man was doing or not doing. You know what I mean? Like if he wasn't texting me back fast enough, if he wasn't taking me out on dates fast enough or to the frequency that I, you know, thought was good or whatever, none of this stuff emotionally affected me. Even though I knew deep down what I deserved and what I desired and what was meant for me, right? Which I now have. But in the process of manifesting my dream man, there were men who didn't show up in the way that I desired, right? But once I was so focused on my own fulfillment and my own joy and being in my own joy of living and basically being in my own dream relationship in my own head, I couldn't care less what men were doing or not doing. I was so happy. I was so sure of myself that it really just did not matter anymore. And this is the energy, like I just shared this Abraham Hicks quote today, you guys, that was really good. It was like, how to know if your manifestation is coming true. You feel relief. Okay? So when you come into the emotion of relief where you feel like, you know, when you're really, really hungry, and actually this is something I really relate to being pregnant, is I get really, really hungry and it gets frantic, right? And then as soon as I get some food into me, all of a sudden I'm just like, oh, okay, I can be calm now. And I'm just like, oh, relaxed, right? That's like the feeling of relief that you'll get when you're manifesting like the relationship that you want. But you will get that feeling prior to the physical manifestation of the relationship or of the dream man, okay? And that's what I mean by men are desserts, is that you are going to get to this feeling of relief. Like you've just had the motherfucking steak dinner, you know, you've had your cocktail if you're not pregnant, you know, you've had your joint, you've had your whatever the hell that you need, where you're just in this place of total like, that was so good. Now I'm gonna have some dessert. And then like the waiter's bringing your chocolate cake with like ice cream and syrup. That sounds kind of good. Maybe I should go get some dessert. And then you're getting the dessert. And then when you have the dessert, you're like, oh man, like that is so good. But you didn't need the dessert because you could have walked out of that restaurant with that steak dinner in you or whatever it is that you enjoy eating and with like your cocktail or whatever. And you would have been fulfilled just leaving after that. But then the dessert is like, it just makes the meal. It's just like, oh my God, like this just finished me off good. And then maybe you're gonna go have sex with the love of your life because you just had this romantic date. But all of that was the dessert, right? So the metaphor that I'm trying to make as I think about this romantic dinner date with all this food and everything is like the relationship of your dreams. Like if you're a man and you're manifesting a woman, or if you're a woman manifesting a woman because you're a lesbian, like the relationship that you desire is the dessert. It's the cherry on top of the joy of living that you're already going to be living. And I'm not saying that every single person on this planet has to totally live in joy before they manifest their dream relationship. That's not what I'm saying. But if you want to manifest a happy relationship that's healthy, where there's no codependency, where there's so much joy and bliss, and it's like a true soulmate relationship, you're gonna want to get to that place of fulfillment before they show up. Okay? And start having the fun in your life that you're thinking that they are gonna bring you. Start having that fun now. Okay? And then when they do show up, you're not gonna be dependent on them. You're not gonna need them. You're not gonna need them to text you in this certain fashion in order to make you happy or take you out on this many certain amount of dates. But here's the thing. As soon as you don't need them to do anything, that's when they do everything. Like me and my man, we go on dates all the time. We've done all the things of my dreams. Like we've gone on trips together. He's taken me to West Edmonton Mall, which was like something I'd wanted to do for a long time. And we stayed in this igloo room, and we proposed to me with my dream ring in like the most perfect way that actually I didn't even expect. I always thought I would just get engaged in like a totally normal like way, like at a dinner or something, but he fucking did it on the top of Whistler Mountain. So like he even blew me out of the park in that way. So you'll manifest people that even are better than your dream like guy, right? And the reason why I was able to let this goodness in from him is like I didn't need him to be good. Like when I first met my guy, I was happy if I would even get a text back from him, or if I would even get to like kiss him or like have sex with him even once. Like I was happy with that. Like I was happy if he was never gonna talk to me again. And actually he didn't talk to me for the first few times I reached out to him. He like literally left me on red, and I was still happy. I was kind of like, this is a little bit weird because I feel like you're my soulmate, but I'm so fulfilled that like I was calm, you guys. And that's how I was able to turn this into everything that I wanted it to be, and quickly, right? Like I manifested a guy who wanted the same things as me. And that's something that's like so key for us women, is like the timing in relationships, right? Like, can you relate? Like, are you manifesting guys who don't want the things that you want? And is it kind of starting to get annoying? It's like, it's you, it's all you, it's all your energy, okay? And as soon as your energy doesn't need them to show up in a certain way because of the work that you're already doing from within to have joy from within, okay? That's when they start showing up the way that you want, right? And I couldn't have manifested this if I was in that needy energy of needing a man to complete me, because my life wasn't the way that I wanted it to be, right? And that's how I was 5 years ago. Like I wasn't living my dreams. I didn't really think my dreams were possible at that point. And, you know, now I know that every last one of my dreams is possible, and I intend to live them all out. And so the relationship part, although it's a huge part of my life, and also because I love to teach on this stuff too, it's not the everything. Like this, what I'm doing for you guys right now, this is probably a bigger part of my life than the relationship, because this is something that I will always do forever, right? And not that I'll not be with him forever. I think I will be, but you know, I also have no neediness around that either. Like, you know, whatever happens, happens. I have my emotional center from within no matter what. Winnie says, oh my God, you're making so much sense. Andrea says, I find it harder to be in alignment sometimes now that I'm 39 and I feel time is of the essence. What are your thoughts on this? Okay, I love that. So my man is 40. You're at the perfect age to manifest the love of your life. He manifested it when he was 40. So I don't really believe in age. And this is the reason why. Ever since I was a small child, I always felt like I was like 80 years old. And I really do believe that like age in the human sense, it doesn't really mean anything. It's just like a representation of how we do time as humans, but our souls are eternal. Our souls never die. Like, there's no such thing as time or age. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, if you're 80, you could still be watching this video and get the same exact value from it. And that's what I think. And like, I coach my mom around relationship stuff in the same way that I coach clients. She's 60. I coach my aunt, who's actually in one of my courses as well, and I think she's about 60, 65, and I coach her in the exact same ways. Like, it's just, it doesn't actually matter what age you are, because here's the thing, you have a perfect soulmate. Like, if you desire a soulmate, you have a perfect soulmate lined up for you, right? We are not given a desire without the ability to fulfill that desire. So literally, it's the exact same age or no age, like 39 or not, like fucking 89, who cares? Listen to what I say, it will help you. So I hope that helps. That's my my perspective on that. Cause yeah, I do, it's the same coaching that I give to everybody, right? Like, and I have a client who I think she was 33 and feeling old, and I'm like, what? Like, that's so young. You know what I mean? Like, my man's 40, my mom's 60, my aunt's 65. Like, we're all in this together. It's all perfect, right? And another thing too that's really helpful to know is, like, you can't waste time. Like, there's no time wasted. And I think humans get fucked up about time because they think like everything is taking too long or something, when it's all perfect. Time is not really as we know it as humans. Like, everything is actually happening now in the quantum sense. Winnie says, us old souls have been through a lot. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But I really do feel like for a lot of us old souls, this is the lifetime where it's like we reap the rewards of the work that we've done in all of our lifetimes. Like, this isn't meant to be a suffering lifetime. This is meant to be a joy lifetime. And that's why there's people like me on the planet, and probably people like you as well. So yeah, what else do I want to say? Men are desserts. Literally, men are desserts. You should treat them as if they're an ice cream cone and just lick them up and love them. But what was I about to say? I totally lost my train of thought thinking about ice cream. Oh my God. This is something that's so key. And a lot of women, like, they think they have a lot of stuff going on in their lives that, you know, is making them happy, but they still find themselves obsessing over a guy. And it's just about going deeper into those feelings that you think being with a guy is going to give you, right? Like, why do you even want a relationship? What are those feelings that you want? Start giving yourself those feelings before he shows up, and he's going to show up like that. And that's the work we're doing in the Soulmate Frequency. We start in 3 days. I posted the link earlier, you guys. This is such a low-cost program for the value that you're going to get. This is 5 weeks of me, working with me at a personal level, okay? Where we are going to manifest not just your soulmate, but your soulmate life. Okay, so we're really going to get in the frequency of all the things that you've been desiring, especially your soulmate. Like, because kind of like what happened to me, you guys, is when I got into the Soulmate Frequency, I manifested like fucking 4 dreams at once. I went to New York, I met Katrina Ruth, I got pregnant, I manifested the love of my life, and then what ended up leading to my like engagement dream. So like, and that's when I started manifesting more clients in my business that were like soulmate clients as fuck, because this is the stuff that I love to talk about, is the soulmate relationship stuff, the manifesting men stuff, right? It's kind of like my favorite thing. So everything just kind of kicked off at once for me, and I really want to help you guys get into these vibes where it can just be like miracle after miracle after miracle after dream life, like all at once, right? And it really can happen fast once you get into these vibes. And we are going to get into these vibes because there's going to be so many different ways of learning. There's going to be hypnosis, so you get the subconscious mind on board. There's going to be written trainings. There's going to be audio trainings. There's going to be live trainings. And there's even a mastermind call with me where you get coached live with me, which is something I haven't done before. So this is like such an amazing experience. This is probably the last course I'm going to run before baby Dougie comes. So if you're feeling called, get in on this. It will be available probably at some point, like some later date, but I'll definitely raise the price and charge $9.97 for this course, like at a later date. Sometimes when I like relaunch courses, I raise the price or lower the price, but like this course is gonna be so jam-packed. Like if you want in, get in now, listen to your soul calling, because like I'm so excited to like read your testimonials of like, I manifested my soulmate, I manifested my dream career, I manifested this, I manifested that. Like this guy came back to me, or whatever it is. Like I'm so excited to share with you guys these vibes and like all the stuff I've learned about manifesting my soulmate and getting into this energy of like having it be the dessert, and not just having men be your dessert, but having all of those desires in your life be the dessert, and start living in the joy of having them fulfilled now, and then watching them all magically come to you. You'll feel like a little kid on Christmas morning. So allow me to guide you through that in this 5-week program we start on Monday. The pre-work meditation is already live. If you sign up now, I'll send you right in the group and you can listen to that meditation right now. It's all about like getting into different feelings of love. So one of the feelings of love that we go into in the meditation is this feeling of like giddy love. Like, you know, that excitement that you get when a guy texts you, or that excitement that you get like if you're a little kid and yeah, it's Christmas morning, like that giddiness. And then we go into this other feeling of love where it's like a more wise, mature, like divine mother or like Kuan Yin kind of love, which is really cool too. It was a totally channeled meditation. So yeah, if you're feeling called, you can get access to that right away. That's the pre-work, and then the real work starts Monday. I'm so excited for all of you that have already signed up. Like Winnie, and who else was on here? I think Maddie was on here too. And yeah, there's a VIP option as well where you get to work with me one-on-one, which will probably be the last time that I offer any one-on-one, just for a little bit as I get used to having a baby and stuff. So yeah, check that out. The link is in the comment. We'll talk super soon. If you're watching on the replay, let me know if you liked this video, if it helped you, if you thought it sucked. But if you thought it sucked, that's so weird that you're still here watching the end of it. I know this was a good video. Sometimes I just know, and sometimes I know that it wasn't. And I'm like in pregnancy brain, like brain fart. But I also have this belief, and this is a good belief to adopt to you guys, is like, even when you suck, you can still be good, right? Like I am such a highly intelligent soul-embodied person that even my like shittiest work is still good. You know what I mean? And then when I'm really good, I'm really good. So you can adopt a belief like that about yourself as well. Okay, I love you guys. Message me if you have any questions about the soulmate frequency, and we'll talk soon. Bye guys.